What could you do to protect your pets if you're sick or injured? My product, Save My Pet ID tag, helps you ensure that your beloved pets are safe and well cared for, even when life isn't what you expect.
I love these two. I'm going to say it because they work their tails off and they're always continuing their education. They pay attention to laws that pertain national, state, and local with pets, which are always changing. They got to do bookkeeping. They got to make sure all the pet parents know what's going on with their beloved pets. And that can be done through texting or short videos or photos. I mean, when I'm gone, I really want to know what's happening to my furry Brady Bunch. So with you, Heather, without naming names, because I've always wanted to write a book about tales of pet sitters, because you guys get some unusual requests. Can you share a couple?
Well, I'd say that my experience has taught me that a man and his cats my male cat owners really go all out for their cats. Like
real men love cats, right?
Yeah, we all have the cat lady idea in our heads, but it's the cat owners who happen to be male that really want everything.
Give me an example. What's a cat
I have
ask?
one guy that wants 12-hour overnights and midday visits for his cat.
His one cat?
Yeah.
Okay. Are you reading something to this cat? Don't say the name's cat because we're going to get you in trouble. Are you guys watching TV together? I mean, that's a big time commitment.
Well, the cat, it's nice and it's good that it's one thing we are doing is we are keeping an eye on their home too, but the cat really isn't just cuddly needing 24 hours a day service, but it makes him feel better. So, well, I've learned that through the years, like, every male cat owner, one of my clients called from Brazil or something and he sang to his cat.
He sang?
Yeah, he wanted me to play it while.
What was the song?
I think it might have been like even a FaceTime thing or something.
Is he into Taylor Swift songs or what was he singing? Yeah.
But I just have, I've never seen such love.
That's nice.
I don't know. I have one that has 3 visits a day for his cats, hour-long visits a day.
Wow. All right.
So
how about you? I'm afraid to ask Joni. Come on, spill the beans.
It's really funny. Mine is a cat too. Somebody asked me to microwave their cat's food for 8 seconds, 2 seconds, then 8 seconds, sprinkle it with grated cheese, and then put it on the bureau.
A bureau?
So that the cat would be, all by itself and the other cats couldn't eat its food.
8 seconds, not 7.
Not 7. No, that would throw everything off.
And I have that too, and they have cameras too.
Yes. Let's talk about that. It is 2024. People know when you're coming in, and don't they have to kind of tell you that they have cameras in the house? I pray that they're not in the bathroom or the bedroom or something, but come on, guys, what's the deal? I mean, you're doing your job, that's fine, but you're looking for the can opener and you don't know where it is. Do you go through drawers saying, "Hi, everybody, I'm looking for a can opener"?
Right, yeah.
Basically, in the Commonwealth of Massachusetts,
okay,
you have to say that you have cameras.
Okay.
So they have to disclose that to me.
Okay.
And during our meet and greet, we just say, "Do you have cameras? That's fine. We don't have a problem with you having the cameras. You can keep them on. We just want to know where they are so that if we go in for a shower and forget something, we just need to make sure if we need a towel, because unfortunately, Chris and I have been in that situation where we've asked the clients, you might want to delete that.
Okay. How about you, Heather? I mean, it is. We can look in on with the cams now and see what's going on with our pets, our homes.
Yeah, and I have somebody that calls me too a lot, almost every visit, or just watching and, oh, hey, put the blinds up a little higher.
And dust the tables.
But I have always said that I sort of specialize in the neurotic clients.
Okay.
So, but I mean, they need love too. They need they need their pet, and they love their pet so much that they really, I think I understand that type of
Well, think about it from you all have pets. You want somebody that you trust in your home, and you want somebody that's going to be kind and knows what to do if something happens to your pets.
Right.
And what happens if, the toilet is overflowing or the sprinklers went bananas or there's a leak or something? That's your license, insured, and bonded. So you're actually doing more than caring for their pets. You're caring for their home.
Mm-hmm. Yes. And I think that's where we need to really, as a whole, and as the general public needs to understand that we're not just putting the food down. I mean, we're taking care of the two most important aspects of their lives, the investment of the home and their pets. When someone loses a pet because maybe they went the wrong direction or they didn't think it was important, and then it just becomes the worst thing in the world if it's
you experienced that years ago, and I know I don't want to name them, but there are some groups out there that are kind of like the Ubers of the pet sitting world, but they're not as good as Uber is, and people think they can get it cheap and everything's good, but it only takes one incident, right?
Yeah, and it's just hard to figure out. Some sitters that go in that direction are good, I mean, it's just a platform. Mm-hmm. So, it's no matter who you're hiring, you should do your due diligence. So calling references or looking at references is
good.
important.
What tip would you give on that, Joni? Why should they pick you? What would make me say, I want Joni or Chris because I just moved to Plymouth?
I would tell people that you're hiring the owners of the business. And we have skin in the game.
Yes.
So for us, we want to do a good job for you because it's our pride. It's, we're saying this is what we want to do. We want to make sure that we give you the best possible service.
Okay.
Whereas if you go to a platform, if they're not vested in the business,
yes,
like we are, they may not take it as seriously.
Yes. What did you both do before you were professional pet sitters? I hope you don't say brain surgeons, but I'm just curious. Joni, what did you do before you said, I think this is my calling?
Well, I did work in the food industry for a while, and then I became a receptionist at a law firm because I made more money. But just recently, I had some health issues. In September of just last year, I said, you know what? If I don't quit this law firm, it's going to kill me.
All right.
So I had been doing pet sitting, overnight pet care for 25 years. And I finally just got into the dog walking.
Oh, good. That's a good, healthy option to legal beagles at a law firm, right?
Absolutely. And my doctor was very happy that I quit my job and is now walking.
Oh, good. And Heather, I kind of know, but share with people what you did before.
Well, I was doing traffic reports on the radio here.
Cool.
I came to Los Angeles because I was an aspiring actress. So
you've actually written some scripts, right?
I did act in some independent, low budget sort of horror films and still have a little bit of a hand in that. Like I helped my friend produce a few films that are coming out, but I had segued from that to the radio, met my husband there.
And what does he do?
He's on the radio right now in the other room.
Isn't he in the helicopter too sometimes?
They actually had to put that away.
Okay, but he did it for a while.
Yeah, he just retired from the airborne a few weeks ago. So now he just works from home.
Giving new meaning to a helicopter couple.
Yeah, there you go. But this is really my calling. I've been doing this now for 13 years and I've made more doing this than anything else. And it's really good. If you do what you love, you're not really working a day in your life. So.
Oh, I have to agree. I spent many years as a newspaper reporter where I have to cover city council meetings and all that bleacher butt brigade, we called it. And I am so grateful at this stage in my life that I get to be on the radio and interview folks like you and teach pet first aid and write books. I am I am enriched. I'm not rich. And I want to ask you, Joni, what is the biggest, yes, I'm here and I'm a professional pet sitter. What is the thing that keeps you going?
It's some of the things that keep me going, and I know it's going to sound really cheesy, but it really is the clients.
Yeah.
There are clients that if they can't hire us, they don't go away.
Wow.
They'll change their schedules just to make sure that we take care of their pets. We just did a meet and greet the other day, and the woman was so nervous, and I couldn't understand why she was so nervous. And then finally at the end, she's like, "So will you take us on?" And we're like, I'm like, "Yeah, that's why we're here." But I'm like, "Of course." And she's like, "You're so professional." And it was 2 days in a row. I've heard people saying, "You're very professional, and I wouldn't trust my animals with anybody else." And it means a lot to me because,
big.
yeah, it is huge. And I got into the business because an animal went to a kennel and the animal got sick. That could be the best kennel in the world, but that animal just can't handle a kennel. I will never speak against boarding because I have plenty of friends that do it. They do excellent jobs, but not every pet is that way. And I just want to be there to fill the gap because families need to get away. Couples need to get away. Singles need to get away. And if the thing that's holding you back is that you can't find good care for your pets, well, that's what I want to do. And I know Heather feels the same way, that we want to be there and give the best possible service we can give so people can go away stress-free, or as least as stress-free as possible.
As you put that microwave on for 8 seconds for that cat.
Yes.
All right.
Peace of mind is so important. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yes. Hey, how do people find out about each of you? Joni, how do they find your place if they're in the Massachusetts area?
It's funny. It's word of mouth is a huge one for me, but we're on Facebook. We have a website. We're actually on the NAPS locator. So if you go to NAPS, find a pro, put in your zip code.
That's petsitters.org. Is that correct?
Petsitters.org. Correct.
Okay. And how about you, Heather?
Right. We are on the NAPS locator as well, petsitters.org. And also you can go to yourpetsbff.com, and that's where you can find us. We're on Pet Sitting, Facebook and Instagram at BFF Pet Sitting.
So before we wrap this up, what is one trend you think is going to happen in the next 5 years in pet sitting?
I think bigger companies.
Okay.
Yeah, I think so. I think I agree with that. I find it good and bad. I find the bonuses in all that. I also think that people are really going to, especially singles, if they don't get married or even just couples without children, they're going to make it so that that dogs are their children, cats and dogs are their children, and plants are the pets. So that's a trend that's starting now that I think will get bigger.
All right. You survived me. Is that good? I wasn't like going to the dentist and the gynecologist, right? At the same time. Hey, you guys are two remarkable people. I am so glad that you both could be on our show. Everybody, if you are planning a trip, if you are having long work hours, or you're working at home and you don't want your dog with a cap and cane doing na 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 when your boss is on Zoom, think about going to petsitters.org and getting a professional, certified, licensed, insured, bonded pet sitter from that organization. Did I say that all in one mouthful?
Yes.
All right.
Thanks so much for making our tails wag by watching this guest interview from Arden Moore's Four-Legged Life. Four-Legged Life. Make sure to subscribe so you're up to date with all of our Four-Legged Life content. Four-Legged Life. Four-Legged Life.